Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so like I said last week, I am changing from lifting super heavy weights to working more on hypertrophy and keeping the size that I have during my cut. And a big part of that's also because I am trying to fix my knees. Since they are in a pretty bad shape right now, I think I pushed too much during my strength phase and I jumped too quickly. So that's a lesson that I'm learning for the future. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys a bit of rehab work for knees. There are many good people out there that show a lot of exercises and things that you can do for your knees. And after watching many videos and learning from them, I have kind of adapted some of it for myself. And the whole thing is scalable, which means that depending on your level of pain in your knees, you can adjust the height of things or adjust the duration of an exercise to help with your knees. So let's get into it, shall we? So yeah, we start out with sled pushes and sled pulls. This is just like a warm-up. So as you can see, you push the sled down. And then on the way back, what you're doing is focusing on making sure that you're using your toes to touch down first and then push back. Basically what this does is allows you to work on your VMO, which is your vastus medialis or your teardrop muscle on your leg. And that muscle has been shown to protect your knees and prevent knee pain. And of course, for the push down, it focuses a little bit on your hamstrings and a little bit on your glutes. But at the same time, it also allows you to push without injuring yourself with parts of your quad as well. So overall, this is just like a very lightweight thing. This is more like a warm-up, like I said earlier. But this allows for very good activation of your quads, especially in the muscle groups that protect your knees. Next, I am doing a split squat. Basically, the focus of this is to try to reach full range of motion in your leg. So the point is to try to get your calf to touch your hamstring. As for me right now, I can't even squat down all the way because when I do, my left knee especially really hurts. And so here I have an elevated platform, which helps to minimize the range that I need to go to. But at the same time still allows me to get blood flow to my knees. I think that's a major part of the exercises that I'm doing. I'm able to work the muscle without having a lot of weight on it, and it allows me to progressively overload in that way. In time, I'll be able to remove parts of that stepping stool thing, and eventually I'll be able to do it without any platform at all, and then I'll be able to go full range of motion. But until then, I'll be using a platform so that I am able to scale it to my pain level at the moment. Next, using the same platform stool thing, but removing some of the blocks and making it lower, I'm doing like step downs. Basically, this allows me to load my same thing, my vastus medialis, the teardrop muscle, and also my knee without making it super heavy. Right now I'm doing it purely body weight, and I'm only doing like a small range of motion, but I'm making sure that I'm doing it slowly. So I'm controlling the eccentric like on the way down so that I'm able to work on the balancing muscles without hurting my knees. Yes, there's a little bit of discomfort, but as long as it's not like intense pain or sharp pain, it's okay. I'm basically strengthening up my knee. Here you have to focus on hip hinge, so pushing the butt back a little bit. So you're loading your glutes a little bit, and then also your quads. Something else that I want to mention is that I am doing everything barefoot as much as possible. Sometimes with shoes, it pinches your toes inward so you don't get full force and dispersion of force, especially with someone with small feet like me. To be able to spread out my toes and use that as much as a grip as possible will allow me to disperse the force a little, and that will help with the knee pain as well. I then finished my leg portion of the workout with some lying leg curls. I'll be alternating between lying leg curls and seated leg curls, just because they hit the difficult part of the movement at different places. For example, in the lying leg curl, it is most difficult and stretched out when your leg is in the full extension portion, whereas for like the seated leg curl, it's most difficult when you are at the full concentric squeeze at the end. So here you can see I'm doing single leg first. I'm going extremely slow, the weight's extremely light, but this is just to make sure that I am focusing on full range of motion, and I'm basically bulletproofing my hamstrings and my knees because the back of my knees do have some pain. And so going extremely slow allows me to control the weight, and it also allows me to eventually lengthen the muscle with strength to it. And then after I finished all my single leg curls, I raise the weight and then I do double leg curls. And for this one, since my legs are already slightly fatigued, I just pump out the weights to get a nice pump and blood flow to my hamstrings. I'm not gonna show the shoulder portion of the workout, but after my whole workout, I am on my cut, so I'm doing around 20 to 30 minutes of cardio after my exercises. I do half of that walking up an incline, and then the other half I'm walking backwards on that same incline. So there you have it. That is my leg rehab. I'll be doing that around 2 times a week, and I'll be changing it up a little bit for each one. And like I said before, it's going to progress according to my level of pain, and I can scale it however I want to. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you do have knee pain, you should try those out, and I'm sure they'll be very beneficial for you. Head over to fnxfit.com and use my personal code Ensane to get yourself 15% off any supplements there. That will help support the channel, support me personally, but just that little bit, and every little bit helps. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, train insane.